All right. Save a whale, save a whale, save a whale.
That's Seal.
Save a whale, save a whale, save a whale. All right.
That's a Seal song. You get it?
Save a whale, save a whale, save a whale.
You get
it? Save a whale, save a whale, save a whale.
You know what I mean?
Right. Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, you know, condom on the spigot never hurt nobody but everybody.
It hurt me.
You're everybody, man.
Let's just get into it, man. I'm everybody.
You're everybody.
All right.
We're everybody.
Usually I do an intro, but let's just get right into it. Let's get rocking into it because it's like, fuck it, bro.
What do you mean you do an intro?
You know, usually I'm like, this is a podcast, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't do a guitar solo first?
Yeah, guitar solo? No, I quit.
No, how's your butt? Like, are you able to play guitar?
Yeah, I can play guitar. It's getting better. So I've been going for walks and I've been sitting way less. And dude, let me tell you.
Makes a difference on them hands.
Yeah, well, you know, I think I was doing this streaming thing where I was like streaming for fucking 3 hours and just singing.
That's the life.
Yeah, I was just singing the whole time, and it was just really dumb because...
Dumb?
Well, yeah.
Because, while you were sitting?
What people don't understand is how much you flex your abdominals when you're singing. And if you're doing that for 3 hours, and then the rest of the day you're sitting, like, editing video and stuff, and then I was, like, riding my bike on top of it, man, oof.
So wait a minute. Were you sitting and singing? Is that what gave you the Hemis, or both in combination separately?
At first, I love that we're going right into this. Yeah, I'm talking about Hemis. But
Hemi?
Well, I think it was.
What else is?
It was the perfect. It was the perfect combination of sitting for too long, singing for too long, riding my bike too much with a bad bike seat. I had a really hard bike seat. My bike seat was hard, like.
You should have got the Mac bike seat with that baby fist that keeps pumping onto the bike seat.
Yeah.
Just right into. Man, look at that. Can you see that?
What is
Somehow that shit happened. That scratch on my Married with Children DVD.
Oh no. Oh no, Bud Bundy.
You see my face through the whole. Sorry.
So my voice doesn't sound crackly?
Yeah, man, it sounds horrible.
No, it doesn't sound crackly on you.
No, I'm joking.
All right, cool. Okay, because I think it's actually not crackly on the stream because I've recorded a couple of these videos like this.
Hey, somewhere out there's somebody who does podcasts that they have one of those beer holders that they put on their microphone when they're singing rock and roll vocals. They have it on their podcast like it's their microphone.
Yeah, dude.
I need my beer right near me, bro.
When I'm really
somewhere,
when I'm really rocking the podcast and I'm really talking hard, I'd like to have my fucking beer. Well, actually, streamers have because I was looking for a desk, and streamers have these desks where there's actually like a cup holder hanging from the desk, and there's also like a for your cans for your headphones. There's a thing to hold that as well.
I heard they also wear diapers because they don't like to move from their spot all day, so they just shit and piss themselves.
I like in South Park where he screams.
Is that a thing?
Cartman screams for his mom, and then he just like drops trowel while he's doing the World of Warcraft, and then just sprays all over her. It's good.
Oh my god, I miss that show so much. I mean, is it back on? I wouldn't even know unless I looked for on demand.
What, South Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, South Park. They're doing a special, like a COVID special that's coming out on like in like a week or maybe less than a week.
Ooh, baby, that's what the world needs.
Yeah, the world needs South Park special about COVID. I'm down.
Absolutely. Hey, it's my world, baby.
So
I need it.
Okay, someone said September 30th in the chat. I have so K-Do hit me up and he asked, "Are you okay, man?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm doing awesome." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "You haven't been posting on social media." and that's because we broke up. Social media and I broke up. But this is the thing. This is the question, Ron. If this is streaming on Facebook right now, I didn't log on to Facebook. I didn't log on, but it's going there right now. So
it's going right now?
yeah, so technically.
Hold on, let me turn on some Michael Bolton music really loud.
Oh no, don't do that.
Get it?
Don't
You
do that.
get it? Do you get it?
Do you know about that? Do you know that everyone's
Yeah, I watched your podcast. That's how I learned you. I have 2 subscriptions. One of them's you, the other one's Arsenic Tea Party.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for the sub, baby.
Yeah, baby. Sub. Click the button right there.
Yeah, click the sub. But yeah, like pretty much it's this. If you stream music on Facebook and they detect that you're doing a cover or they detect copyrighted sound, they just cut your stream. That's just what they do. It just goes bye-bye, and then you stop streaming there, you know? But the talking
gone now.
The talking shit works. Like, yeah, if you started playing The Office in the background, like while we're doing this conversation, and it picked it up, it might be like, oh, Michael Scott, and we're fucked, dude. We're fucked.
It's gonna inform Michael Scott that we're doing that in real time.
Yeah, it's gonna send he's gonna get a push notification. Michael Scott in
Michael Scarn.
Michael Scarn in Scranton, New Jersey, and it's gonna be a
He's
problem.
gonna be the belle of the ball.
He's gonna be
the belle of the ball.
Did you get a new phone? Because this looks better than the last time we did this.
iPhone 11s or something.
Fuck yeah, dude. Did you ever meet the dude Buck?
Which one?
He was on tour with Fishbone when. No, I don't think you met Buck. That was back in 2016.
Is that tincture?
This is CBD.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if that's THC. You better be careful of that, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you can violate terms of service. No, this is CBD. This is 100% legal. It's created by a man named. His last name is Buckmaster.
Buckmaster? Oh, yeah, Smeed.
Well, that's
his band, right?
Yeah,
he's in his band.
Where Smeed got the name Gam Buckmaster because we actually stayed with this dude Buck's Grandma Buckmaster, and we stayed in her basement in Queens, New York. And it was pretty, yeah. And then, so I guess Smeed was like, yeah, dude, his name is Buckmaster. Let's fucking, I'm going to name my band Gam Buckmaster.
I mean, it stays in my head.
I think it's an awesome band name.
It's powerful.
It's just,
you know what? I heard the best name today, and they make incredible music. Viagra Boys. It's such a good name. And it's not like comedy shit. It's like Devo meets like Idols, which is like probably they're probably buddies. It's all the same kind of genre right now, but it's just really fun. And they got a saxophone player, a synth player, guitar, spaces. It's like whoa.
I've seen some of their videos on YouTube.
Viagra Boys.
Yeah, they have some like pretty widely viewed, like over 1 million views, some of their music videos.
Oh, I never looked at how many views it has really, unless it's on Big Head's huge TV. That's the only time I ever see.
Yeah, they're like got a lot of numbers on YouTube.
That one where they're playing the pool hall is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Is that one of those? Oh.
No, I did not see that one.
But you know what? I was listening to that, and YouTube Music popped up. I'm on Smoko. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm on Smoko by the chat.
Those guys are funny.
That's an incredible song. I wake up in the morning with it in my head sometimes.
Yeah, there was when I was living in Fullerton, I used to wake up and listen to that song like every day and like on repeat because it's just like it's very driving, you know. So in the morning you're
video,
just yeah.
The video, dude, it's fucking hilarious. Those guys are just it's minimalist at its best.
Yeah, it's
makes comedy.
Yeah, you don't have to be good at your instrument to write a fucking ripping song, you know.
I mean, they're okay, you know.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's no like they're no like Tobin Abasi or anything. They're just like some fucking weird.
Got brought up at the gas station.
They're just some weird Australian bros. Okay, so I want to tell my story. So like Ron already heard the story, but in California, we don't drink the tap water because it's fucking gnarly, right? So we fill this 5-gallon jug and we go to the same filling station. There's this filling station like it's a few blocks away to fill the water, and I'm filling the 5-gallon jug, and this dude comes up to me, and the dude's like, "You don't want to fill that 5-gallon jug," and I'm like, "Why is that?" He's like, "It's nasty." He's like, so there's a spout that it's like the filling station is like a big cube, and you open up this window in the cube, and you put the bucket or the jug in the opening, and then there's a spigot, there's a spout that the water comes out of. And dude, he said
it's like a big coffee machine.
Yeah, it's like a big coffee machine. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. And yeah, this dude was like, someone put a condom on the spout, or he just said someone put a condom on there, and he pointed at the spout, and I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, Jesus, we get water every 3 or 4 days. We get 5 gallons of water because we drink a shitload of water, and now all I can think about is that I've been, for the last fucking however many months, at least 2 months since we've been going to that filling station, have I been drinking condom water, man?
Ooh.
You know?
That's what I was going to say. How many times was there a condom that nobody said anything? Then it's somebody's thing where they leave a condom on a random spigot.
Yeah.
There's a fetish for everything, right?
Well, and that's the thing is like, do we even use filling stations anymore? That's the question. Or all of them.
There's got to be a solution.
Or all of them just like, or maybe we can do this, but that's, I don't know, maybe we could like disinfect the spigot before we get the water, but then we're going to be drinking bleach water, you know?
No, not necessarily.
Like, how do you disinfect the spigot?
I mean, I don't know if it would disinfect it, but something I always do is take hand sanitizer if I'm going to drink.
Anything, yeah, I've been doing that too.
Like a can, but I put it on there and then I wipe it off, you know. And
like when you get a Monster?
Yeah, and it's got to be a trace amount if I get anything. Then.
Yeah, whenever we get something from the store and it's like a can.
Monster.
Yeah, like a Munster.
Monster.
Like a Munster cheese. And
is Zuckerberg going to take you for saying monster?
No, no, it's mostly for like DJs and stuff. I think if you're a DJ and you're streaming on Facebook, you're gonna get zucked.
Well, bad news there because I was going to announce my new DJ tour within my bedroom here in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and I was going to play a lot of my music. That's really, really hit music now.
But is it copyrighted? If it's copywritten,
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
So all I'm thinking about is like condom water. It's just such it's a disgusting concept because what was in the condom? Was it a dirty condom and it just had like a bunch of dick residue and cheese and stuff and all over it, and then they put it on the spigot, or was it just a condom? Like it's blowing my mind that who would do that? Who would, like, so many people go to these filling stations to get water, and the funniest part too is there was a dude right behind me who heard the guy and still went and filled up his jug, like, after I was done.
He knows the world itself is a giant used condom.
He's just like, I'm going to just fill this with some condom water.
And why not?
Yeah.
You put the odds in how many things have you touched that had condoms on it or somebody's had sex on before once in their life or, you know, whatever.
Nate's couch.
Oh! 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 Whoa!
Nate's couch. Definitely had some butts and some nuts on it.
I don't know if I've ever been on the couch. Whenever I was there for Dress to Molest, I would just kind of stand in the doorway. Or there was, like, sometimes a fold-out chair.
Yeah.
That was your guys' zone. You guys were always sitting there doing weed and drinking and eating pizzas. And I was like, I'm not cool enough to be on the couch.
Nate bought a lot of pizzas back then, back in 2006.
I mean, he never offered me a slice either, you know.
No, that's crazy. Never, not once?
I mean, I can't say that he didn't, but I don't ever remember eating pizza there. I remember it being cheeseburger pizza.
He got like...
Maybe I only seen him eat pizza once. It wasn't a big pizza. It was small.
Yeah, because
I'm not holding it against him.
He would get...
I think there'd always be pizza box. He
would get Hungry Howie's.
Jesus, how many years was that, man?
That was 06. 06. No. That was 07. That was 07 because that was the tail end of.
So that was about like 17 years ago, huh?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh
It
07.
was about 97 years ago.
Whoa, buddy.
So
That's a long time.
so if I haven't logged in to Facebook or Instagram or Twitter in 5 days, today's day number 5. I haven't logged in. I haven't looked at any stories. I haven't posted anything. Now, what is
Good
this?
stuff.
Because this is live on Facebook right now. What is this? Is this me breaking the 5 days? Because this is the thing. It's OBS is sending it to Facebook, but I'm not logging into Facebook, and I'm not gonna go on to Facebook.
Did
after
you
this.
say OBS?
OBS? Yeah, that's the program that streams.
Oh, overly bowel syndrome.
Yeah, overly bowel syndrome.
So I don't know, man. I mean, you did tell us about your day today in the condoms, so I guess you just did post verbally, though.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So
I'm posting too, you know. Hey, I'm watching this sweet show called The Repair Shop. It's made me cry a couple times.
did you post today?
No, I haven't been on like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, you haven't.
Lost count.
So you haven't logged on to Facebook specifically.
I guess I'm posting right now, though, verbally, right?
Yeah, we are posting right now.
Hello, happy birthday to any birdie's birthday I missed and you happen to see this, but you're not. But if you're there,
Whose birthday is it?
I don't know.
Oh, happy anybody's birthday.
Happy birthday, anybody.
That's weird.
If it's your birthday today, happy birthday.
This is weird that the internet's not very happy right now.
Why would it do?
It's sometimes it just decides to do this.
What, that whirring sound that sounds like some mystical little robot that's constantly in the back?
Oh, that's probably that fan back there. Can you hear that?
I'm looking at it. It looks pretty sweet, and it looks like it's going through a filter. It sounds like it's going through a filter.
You can hear a whirring sound.
I also see your DTV amplifier case.
Yeah, that's what's funny is like since there's no gigs anymore, that thing is primarily just a
Shelf.
Yeah, it's a shelf now.
I just saw this repair shop, and the guy says it's the law of physics. If there's anything flat in your domicile, it will become a shelf. And I was like, that is so true, old British guy. That is so true.
That guy knows.
Yeah.
So my computer's kind of taking a dump on me, bro.
Don's did that the other day.
Was it during a session or was it during a stream thing?
No, we were just trying to work on stuff, so we just had to jam a little bit prior. What does your internet not work? You got a Mac, don't you?
Yeah, the stream is it's just not happy. I think it might be too hot here right now. It's
How hot is it, bro?
Let's see how hot it is. It's 88 degrees outside, but
holy guacamole, it's about 54 over here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's fall out there. It's beautiful.
Oh man, I'm gonna miss all that.
What do you mean you're gonna miss all that? Don't you say you do miss all that, and you're gonna like seeing it again or feeling it?
I'm gonna feel it.
That's right.
Well, the problem is I'm gonna miss it because technically when this lease is up, Allie and I are heavily considering going back to Michigan because the cost of living is way cheaper, and But
did you talk about that on your stream yet?
I haven't talked about it to no, not in a public way. So this is very public right now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't really care.
I was just joking, saying, "Come on over and jam, baby."
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, it's fine.
I outed your secret that I didn't even know I did it.
It's not really secret. It's something I just haven't really addressed publicly yet. It's but everyone I talk to, I talk about it. So we're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to my buddy and I was like, "Yo, Nebo might be coming back, and I might be jamming with him, and maybe flicking dick tips, maybe once again."
Yeah. Well, we can get a head start on that because it's not going to be for another series of months. So if you and Don get that shit together, and you want to,
what is that supposed to mean?
No, get it. You know,
Don, do you hear that, Don?
no, you understand what I'm saying. If you get that shit together,
No,
I
I
was
know.
referring to that specific shit, not your shit. That shit, the shit you were talking
No,
about. The beautiful
I'll
guitar
tell
line.
you.
The beautiful guitar line.
This one? Hold on.
Yes, it's not copywritten.
It's got a capo. I was just joking.
Capo.
No, Donnie and I got a full day session on Sunday for the first one in a while. We just been doing halfsies because Katie had a big wrist surgery and she's been recuperating.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah, she's great now.
Okay.
They had to live with that little Donnie for a bit, but you know, I'll tell you, I didn't see that Donnie for a few months. He has grown so big; he's bigger than Don now, man.
That's what kids do.
His fingers are 3 times the size as Don's sausage links.
That's what kids do. They explode.
He's turning 1 year old at the end of September.
That's what kids do.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild. Yeah, I think I met him briefly in December before I came back.
Yeah, you gave him that cigarette. I remember.
Because we did the podcast, the Droncast in Donnie's basement. I think
When was that?
That was December of 2019, and then the whole world got flipped on its butthole. So.
Yeah, we should have talked about that back then.
We should have talked about what?
2020 and what was going to happen.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the whole COVID. And
yeah, we should have talked about how 2020 was going to be the year that changed everything. But we didn't know. That's the thing, is we didn't know. I thought I was just going back to some sort of normalcy. I thought I had to go, find a career.
Back to school.
Yeah, back to school.
I was scared I'd have to go back to camp.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Despite the song Baby, camp was not that friendly. Those kids were kind of mean.
Did you go to camp?
For 2 weeks. Yeah, my mom took us to a CYO, a Christian youth organization.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Denounced Christianity and organized religion altogether. But it was 2 weeks. I mean, there were some good times, but like, one scene stuck out to me and I'll never forget it, and it was just it seemed like it was a movie, but it was real, where we had to take showers together as boys, and it was the Christian youth organization, and the fat kid there came in and he was scared, he didn't want to show his dick, and I understood. I was like, man, yeah, fuck, this kind of sucks, I'm used to just taking a shower alone at home. And this kid, he was younger than me, and they just let him have it, man. And they started throwing soap at him until he showered and removed his soap. But like, as soon as he removed the hand of soap, they kind of laid off of him. They just wanted him to do it, but they really attacked him. And I was just sitting there going, oh my God. I think I peed the bed there once in that 2 week stint. That's when my mom tricked us when we were on our way back. She was like, she sent us a letter and she said, oh yeah, I bought you guys a bird. And we were like, yes, a bird, out of nowhere. We never asked for one, but yes, a fucking bird, a parrot, And she's like, oh, it's really cool. And we get home after the 3-hour ride or whatever it was. And my mom was just sitting there laughing. She's like, you see the bird? And we're like, yeah, no, it's just a fake bird in a cage in the laundry room. And she got the biggest kick out of that.
Tell you.
Those are my memories of CYO.
Yeah, when you're a chubby kid, you get shit. You get shit on.
Sucks, man.
And what was weird about Northville is I remember growing up in the 80s and you saw these movies where all the boys had to shower with each other. But for some reason in Northville in gym class, like, we never had to hit the showers, boys. We just
I always wondered about that.
We just went to the locker room and, changed from our shorts to our pants and just went back to school all sweaty as fuck. Like,
I guess Northville was woke.
I guess Northville was woke, but yeah, that whole that's crazy. CYO, going to camp, showering with dudes. What was weird? What was weird is when I played on the football team, there was only one dude that showered. We used to do these practices before school, and they would just kick your ass. It was like an hour of like heavy training. You know, like just running drills and just like doing sprints and push-ups.
Kissing,
yeah,
hugging.
kissing, loving, rubbing, tugging, you know, all the above. But then it was like we would just put our clothes on and go to school, dude. And I remember there was one dude that showered and he was like the weird kid that showered. And he like, yeah, it was wild.
They called him weird?
No, he wasn't weird. He was like a jock dude. You know, he was
But
like
he was the weird one. He was the odd man out when he was like, "Y'all stinky bitches."
yeah, he was like the one dude that's like, I just did drills for a fucking hour. I'm gonna shower, dude. Fuck y'all. And
I just stunk every day because I didn't shower because I did so much acid. Oh, it's terrible, baby.
yeah, I definitely. Allie says she's gonna spray me with a hose. I go too long without showering.
What, now already?
I've been no, not about like sitting and doing the podcast thing. About the whole showering thing, the whole cleanliness thing.
Oh, that's me interrupting you. I'm sorry.
Don't interrupt me, sir.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
How did they do the fleece? Is that fleecing?
are you fleecing or are you flossing?
Oh, flossing.
Yeah. So I don't know.
About what?
I'm thinking. I'm wondering if I should go back to like recording the podcast and not doing it live. But the thing is,
Why?
I don't know. I'm just wondering a lot right now. I'm not.
What's wrong with live? What's it do? What's the difference?
It means you're posting on social media. Turns out YouTube is considered social media. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's you. I was like, that's the one social media I'm not on is YouTube Music and YouTube. But I did watch a couple of those puppy videos because now they add stories or whatever. They just pop up in a line.
Yeah.
Like Instagram does.
Yeah, they have
So I
stories.
watched a couple of those. But like this morning, I was just in bed watching music videos for 30 minutes before I started the day, and that's about my extent. Oh, and Ryu Car. Motherfucking Super Mario World expert. Me and Big Head Super Bowl every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But he didn't stream yesterday for some reason, which is really weird, Nebo. But he did today.
Who is this guy?
So it was pretty nice. Ryu Car.
Yeah, and he streams himself playing Super Mario World on 64?
No, Super Mario Maker 1 and 2. And
Oh, okay.
He's like, he does super expert runs where nobody in the world has cleared them, and he'd be the first one to do like a level of like 8 of them in a row.
Oh, wow.
It's just really fun to watch, man. Ryukahr, Ryukahr, I believe.
Ryukahr?
Har? Har?
Har? Ryukahr?
Ryu?
Yeah, my computer doesn't like this stream, dude. And I feel bad because I wanted to do a podcast with you, but I have a feeling that none of our lips are matching. There's no way for me there's no way for me to really tell. I would have to like look on the app and be doing the podcast at the same time.
Well, I'm available if you want to look into it. We could always do it later, whatever, another day, whatever you want to do.
I got to do my walk.
Yeah, do whatever you want to do.
Hey, in the chat, if anyone's watching, like, is it seeming very laggy because my computer is running really hot right now? Anyone? This is high quality, high grade shit right here.
What, your computer?
Oh, he's saying it's not laggy at all. Okay, let's roll with it then.
What's not lagging at all?
The stream.
How do you know your computer's running hot? Is the meter off the charts?
Because there's a meter right here, CPU usage, and usually it runs at about 14%, and right now it's like at 40%, and a lot of it has to do with heat. So, okay, well let's fucking go. We got Ron here. I didn't even do the intro. We just like went hot into the episode. Tell me, I want to pick your brain, dude. I want to prick your brain, Ron.
Yeah, pick it, baby.
Yeah, okay, so tell me, because I consider myself like I'm addicted to social media, and I watched that Social Dilemma movie.
Me too.
And then when you watch that,
Yeah.
was you watching the Social Dilemma movie? Was that the catalyst for you to get off social media?
No, that was just perfect timing. It was I've done it a few times the past few years to where I just get off completely. I just don't say anything. I just one day I wake up and I'm like, I'm not gonna go on anything except for YouTube. The only thing I have is Facebook. Um, and like I've always done, a week here, 2 weeks there, just no contact, not even going on Messenger. And I deleted all my apps off my phone, so I have to go through like little mazes to get to it. It's not really that much, but it does something to keep me from going and just clicking it because I caught myself doing it 100 times a day, and it's like this is fucking pointless. It added nothing to my life, it took away from things. And but no, I was like 2 or 3 days maybe into not doing social media when that came on, and I was just sitting here looking for something to watch. I was trying not to go back to the office again, but I found that, and I was like, whoa, these are things that I knew, but I didn't know to that extent. And I was like, well, fucking perfect timing because I saw how toxic it is out there, and it's just sometimes it's for me, sometimes it's not. I think everybody should take breaks from it because it does consume you. No matter, it eventually will take you. Maybe one day you got nothing to do, and all of a sudden there goes your day because you spent fucking just scrolling through other people's fucking lives, and a lot of those lives are just disagreeing, and that's kind of what they want to happen. I'm not saying they, but it's kind of
Yeah,
designed that way.
yeah. Well, yeah.
And
Like the main takeaway I got from that documentary is that all these social media apps are designed to keep you engaged with them for as long as humanly possible. And
mhm.
when I deleted, and I just did this 5 days ago. This is my experiment, and you're like a big inspiration for it because I remember I was
Thanks,
just,
baby.
dude. I would literally scroll on Instagram instead. Like I'd be watching a movie with my girlfriend, and I'd be like scrolling on Instagram and looking at people's stories, and then like looking over at the movie. Like I can't pay attention to anything anymore. Like when I like do these home workouts, and I would like do a set, and then I'd like fucking scroll on my phone for 5 minutes before the next one. Like this wasn't what we were doing. Like we didn't have a computer on our phone in 2005. Like when you and I first started jamming, like I think it was like '07. But dude, I mean, we weren't connected. We had MySpace or whatever, but that was on a computer. You had to like sit down and log on, But this
Yeah.
is this is crazy because it's literally available at all times. And when I deleted the Instagram app from my home, and I deleted the Twitter app, and I deleted the Facebook app, I open it up, and now there's these holes. I wonder if you could see that. There's holes now.
They didn't move, they just stayed there.
Well, I just didn't clean it up because I don't give a fuck. But now there's all these holes, right? And there is TikTok right here, but I haven't. But they just banned that shit. Trump just banned TikTok. Did you hear about
I
that?
heard that. Yeah, Biggie told me.
So okay, and I don't have any followers or any sort of anything on TikTok anyway. So yeah, that's the thing. I go on here like it's programmed into me, and I'm like, and then I don't know what to do because the only reason I open my phone is to click one of those buttons that's not there anymore, dude.
You know what? This really stuck in my head, and it was just him saying it something in passing as we were talking. But Big Head, maybe a year or two ago, we were talking about Facebook and how I'm on it, and we're just talking about watching movies, and he brought up a point. And he's like, "Well, yeah, if you can't stay off Facebook for the duration of a movie, there's a serious problem. Like if you can't stay off of it where you're compelled to go on, he's like, you should probably take a break off of it." Because I think it was just us watching something. I was like, yeah, that's a good point. And I tried once, and I could do it, and then gradually over time, I just couldn't do it. Where I missed half the movie because I was on fucking Facebook looking at bullshit or fucking memes or just time just is gone, and I got nothing out of the experience except for a laugh or two. And my guilty side would be like, don't want to go on. Not being on. I'm like, well, what if somebody's trying to get a hold of me? That's never happened. I've done, stayed off of social media for weeks on end, and it was never a dire message that somebody had to get a hold of me. Because if you need to get a hold of somebody, you can find out a way. So there's other means, and
well, I texted you because I hadn't seen you post anything. And I was like, you all right? You doing good? And you're like, dude, I'm doing great. And then you're like, I haven't gone on to Facebook, and I forget how long it was when you and I were texting. And then
probably a week.
Yeah, you're like, I haven't been on social media, and I'm like, wow. And I was just telling John, I'm like, dude, Ron seems so happy lately. And
you're my other friend, Chrissy's at it.
What'd you say?
Chrissy said it too. I called and she's like, holy shit, you sound so much happier.
Yeah, like I don't know, dude. Like, honestly, you're like glowing, dude. Like, you seem like the fucking happiest I've ever seen you.
Oh, thanks, man.
But it's true. Like,
this light?
It's true. It's like fucking, it's the light. Yeah, it's tangible. Like, and so I kind of like wanted to pick your brain, but you just kind of beat me to the punch. You're like, yeah, I haven't been on social media, and I'm like, huh? And then you're like, you should watch this documentary, and then I watched it. I mean, anyone watching this right now, watch the Social Dilemma. There are parts in it that, in my opinion, are a little hokey and a little far fetched, like the actual narrative part where they have actors like, I can't be off my phone for longer than 4 minutes. Like,
I understand though, they're trying to drive it into people who wouldn't normally watch a documentary because it's a very important subject. They're even on Capitol Hill about it, trying to fucking get data usage caps, and it's important. It's fucking important, man. But that's a stupid narrative. I was like, what is this? Okay, I get it.
It's a little cheesy, but I understand. Yeah. But the thing that really rang home for me was all of these people that worked in Silicon Valley, like all of these tech developers, that they're like, well, we had to figure out how to monetize that thing. And in order to monetize this thing, let's keep people on it for as long as possible, and let's gather as much data as we can on them so advertisers can target them. Like when you're talking about something and automatically it fucking just pops up on Amazon. Like let's say. And it's happened to me before where I'm literally just talking about something. I don't search it. I'm not looking for it online, and it's like, this fucking thing's listening.
Right,
this is listening.
Right here. Case in point.
It's listening to you.
Case in point.
Yeah.
Case in motherfucking point. So Big Head and I were talking about this.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any idea about it, because like, did you hear they released Kids in the Hall complete series on DVD, and it's only like $15? I was like, what? Very next day, it popped up, and look what I got. Because I was like, okay, they must want me to have it. But that was the one thing I actually impulsed and bought. So it's happened like 6 times.
But you didn't search for it. You didn't look it up online. You didn't.
Well, he's got 3 Google machines downstairs in the room we hang out in.
Yeah.
And he said something, and it picked it up, and it brought it up on my Facebook feed the next day.
So if you have like an Alexa or one of those Google things that listens, like, do you think it's on all the time and it's listening to what you're talking?
Absolutely. These phones are everything. I mean, if people think they're not being listened to anywhere they go, they're just, they're in denial, because you're being listened to everywhere you go. I mean, I'm sure there's, private places or whatnot, but you got a phone, you got TVs. Fuck, my one buddy didn't want to have his gas meter changed because it was wireless, and he says there's a microphone in it, and which there probably is, man. Who knows?
Well,
I'm not being. I just, they can listen to me, man. I don't really say too much important stuff.
Yeah.
I just talk about, dicks and butthole jokes.
Yeah. I still can't believe someone put a condom on the spigot that everyone gets their water from in my neighborhood. It's like, dude,
We've seen weirder things before.
have we?
Maybe the guy just threw it, and it happened to land on the spigot. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, that was fun. Blah.
Yeah, like someone was having sex just under the water machine, and it just they came and the condom just flew off and then landed on the spigot.
I mean, you've seen the movie $1 Million to One, right?
Yeah,
He didn't actually get a check for $1 million. It was just a check. He never got the money, but he still opened a restaurant. Everything happened. Magical things happen out there in LA.
Yeah, I guess. Well, this is Long Beach. It's not really LA. It's LA County, but it's not really LA.
It's LB then. You're one letter away.
It's LBC.
Oh yeah.
So
hey.
So yeah, so right now I haven't logged on to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, and this is day 5, and I'm making a documentary about it, and it's kind of vlog style, but it's just pretty much like me talking about how I feel, because what I was really noticing especially with all the bad news, because it's nothing but bad news and all the people fighting. I'm a sensitive guy. I've talked to my therapist about this. I absorb a lot, and it affects me. It makes me sad, and it was affecting.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for the sub. It was affecting my relationship. It was affecting my just everything. I was super fucking depressed. And what the strangest thing is, as soon as I stopped looking at what everyone else was doing and comparing myself to other people, and I started living, and it may sound selfish, but I started living kind of like I'm doing this experiment where I'm living in my immediate bubble, and whoever decides to call or text me or Facebook message me. So I still have Messenger, but it's like, it's crazy. I feel like in the last 5 days, I feel so much more fucking here. Like I'm actually here right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not thinking about the whole rest of the world. Like you're not supposed to be you're not supposed to be seeing in real time what all of your friends are thinking, like all at once. It's crazy. We didn't do that 15 years ago.
I mean, there's good parts about it and there's bad parts about it, but like I think for anybody individually, if they're on it too much, they should take a look at it. But if you're just on there casually, and
I'm an addict,
there's nothing wrong with just casual, here and there. If you could put up with all that bullshit,
I can't. There may be a time where I feel a little stronger, but dude, I have such an addictive personality, and especially and I talk about this in the first part of my little documentary thing that I'm making is like I seek out validation because I can't validate myself, and it all stems to the way I was raised by my dad. I learned all this in therapy. So
sounds like therapy.
Yeah,
sounds like good therapy.
Well, if you're posting yourself and you're putting yourself out there every day, and people are liking it, you get high off that shit. It's proven. Like there's a dopamine release, and it's just. So what ends up happening is if you're putting your shit out there and it doesn't get a response or the response that you want, you start to feel like you don't matter, and you're looking at these other people that are doing these amazing things with their life, and you think that your life isn't as cool, and that's just fucking not true. It's not true.
Yeah, here's the thing: is those people who have these amazing lives, they're all going through something, man. Everybody's going through something. It's just what you choose to show, and most people don't want to show that side, and. That's why I always, sometimes I had a lot of people be like, oh man, your posts mean a lot to me and all this. And like, they're inspirational. And, that's cool. And sometimes I felt guilty, be like, what if I was actually helping somebody with my posts and I'm not posting anymore? But you got to think about number one, man. And if you drain the positivity from fucking Facebook, there won't be none to put on it, That's why I think a break is needed for people. Just kind of recharge your batteries. Some people delete their shit, like Bobbins. That motherfucker hadn't been on in years.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing more and more people just deleting their shit and just getting off.
Yeah, that main quantum physicist guy with the dirty dreads in the documentary. He wrote a book that it's called "Delete Your Social Media." I believe that's the title of it, and it's crazy because he's this AI guy. He's this innovator in this technology, and he's saying straight up that the psychological ramifications are not good. You know.
Yep.
So if that dude who's way smarter than me is telling me the thing, well, I know about myself. I know that I get addicted to shit, whether it's Monster Energy drink or coffee, or fucking when I was a big time alcoholic, or when I was smoking weed every day. And if you do anything too much, it's bad. And if you're on Facebook 4 hours a day and not living your own life, that's fucking bad. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it anymore.
You can die from drinking too much water. Anything
No
too
way.
much is bad. You die, baby.
Did you try it? Is that how you found that out?
Yeah, I died, man.
What was that like? Did you see a light?
Well, ghost. No, I actually just saw a giant butthole, and it says wrong hole. You get to stay here for a little bit.
Oh,
Instead of going out to Virginia.
Yeah, so thanks to you, Ron, because in the last 5 days, I've just been going on long walks, and I've been watching movies, and I'm not on my phone, and I've been communicating better with my girlfriend. She likes that I call her girlfriend. Every time I call her partner, she's like, "What are we in?" She's like, "Are we in fucking business together? I'm not your fucking partner." She's like,
I was a girlfriend and boyfriend. It's just cute. It's cuter. Because partner, man, it just reminds me of another fucking business contract, like a marriage, And partner, it's a great term. Girlfriend's a great term. Boyfriend's a great term.
Yeah, I'm
But
not.
I always like girlfriend and boyfriend more personally. I've never even used partner. I had, different ones, but partner never was one of them.
I think it's
It was always girlfriend.
It's just a matter of preference, really. If I'm dating someone and they're like, "Can we call each other partner?" I'll be like, "Sure, partner. Howdy."
Yeah.
But
I didn't know if it's something people are doing because it's PC,
well,
if it's just something people do to prefer it.
I think it's because it's non-gender specific. It's
that's I figured.
Yeah, and
which is fine.
But like it's funny because I've been in public and I'm like, "This is my partner, Allie," and she after we're done having the conversation, she'll like slap me on the shoulder. She's like, "I'm not your fucking partner. I'm your girlfriend," and I'm just like,
Aww.
I'm like, "All right, okay, all right," So you just got
that itself is cute. That little interaction is cute, just because of the girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
Does she say this is my Bebo boyfriend?
She said, "This is my Bebo Bon Bebo Bibo Bebo."
She says all that?
Yeah.
To everybody you meet?
Yeah. She goes, "This is my bung bung Bebo bum boo 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 boo."
She just scats at him.
Yeah, she says, "This is my Scott man." Careful. Oh yeah, they're gonna get it.
You're getting close.
So I wonder. All right, let's check it out with the Facebook. If I go, like if I do that, will it say the algorithm detect it? I'm a fat man. Hey, if you're in the chat, like, is it lagging a lot or is it still good? Because my computer's running hot. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Mr. Marcus says, "Hello, Ron." So,
hey, what's up, Mr. Marcus?
So this is the thing. And the thing that's making me realize the most is, like, I don't know, what do you do? Like, how do I reintroduce myself to social media if after 5 days I'm like, this is the best I felt all of quarantine? And like, we've been in quarantine 6 months, like, COVID times.
Coincidence, I think not. Is that a copyright infringement right there?
I don't think so. But
movie quote.
But yeah, I did. Oh, look, hey, I can see that there's a picture of you and Don up there and eating at hot dogs.
Oh yeah, that's a collage Katie and Don made for me for my birthday or Christmas. and it's a bunch of pictures of Don and I.
I took,
There's the first picture there of the floppy ear distribution when we're outside Cooper's house in San Diego. The album cover, it is in Colorado. I don't think so.
yeah, I remember
I think
that.
that's the name of it. Yeah, that's on there.
That's from like your old.
I love you. I love you, Fosters. All three of you.
I love you, Bananas Fosters.
Donnie, Bernie, and Katie Foster.
You had that picture on your old phone, your old Flippy.
I sure did, Bebo, along with Katy Perry's butt that I put on a DTV album later in the future.
Katy Perry's butt, and that was like
Katy Perry's butt.
That was like 2012, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 18 years ago.
We were on tour with Psycho Stick when you were making our record label didn't give us CDs for the tour, so we just burned them, and then Ron would draw a specific drawing on every one of them. Well, I get it. It sounds fine, Mr. Marcus, but the question I want to know is it laggy? Is the video laggy? But it doesn't. I don't know.
Is it laggy?
Is it laggy?
Is it laggy?
So do you
laggy wagon?
Laggy waggy? So
laggy waggy?
So do you think you're gonna go back on social media at some point? Or are you just like in a recharge?
Oh,
session?
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I always go back, and before I got off, I was just posting once in the morning. I'd wake up, do my business, and take a dookie and go on social media, post something stupid, positive, or funny, and then scroll for no more than 5 minutes, and I was off until the next morning. And I'll probably do the same, and
so
no Messenger, no Facebook. I haven't had Instagram in over a year.
So you just police yourself. You go on in the morning, you post something and you walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't.
Absolutely.
So you don't.
I don't check.
You don't check until the next morning.
No, and there's no way to get notifications saying I have something, because I took my apps off my phone. So I mean, they still email you. Be like, you have 8 messages. Yeah, it says you have 8 messages, and 98 notifications, and like this, so many on your post, this and that, and it's like you missed a lot. Come click this or click here if you need to. Here, if you missed that one, click this one. We want you back.
Yeah, that's the other thing I noticed.
Say, nah.
The other thing I noticed in the documentary is that little. They play it up like the inside of the computer is 2 dudes. They're like, well, how do we get them to get back on? Let's send them an email. But so you're saying the longer you're off it, they actually like send you emails trying to get you to log on?
Yeah, I've gotten 4. I've gotten 4 of them, and they give you a list. I'm on my phone. I can't show you. I was like, let me show you on my phone.
Let me show you on the phone I'm using.
Yeah, man. They send them to you, and it's bogus. And they just want you to, and they say important names, like Norwood Fisher messaged you, and I was like, I know Norwood. He's probably just promoting something,
yeah,
which will be cool. I'll eventually see, but I know it's not something that he needs to get a hold of me right away. But they say like something like important, like their most popular person on your friends list or something. If they message you, they'll name it.
Barack Obama messaged you.
Because, I mean, when I did this, Dick Sally would message me 100 times, if he didn't have my phone number back then. And his name would never show up because he only had a few hundred friends or whatever, I think, at that time. And but they always get like, huh?
That's weird. They try to lure you back in with.
Yeah, they give you a list of everything you're missing, and on each one you can click on it to go to it directly, and then they give you like 8 chances to click on it to go back to Facebook with the link, and it's just like, buddy. They eventually stopped though. I mean, I haven't gotten them in a few days. I gave myself a limit. I said I'll go 2 weeks, because at first I was like, okay, just stay off a week. And a week came by, that morning came by when I was going to do my business. And I was like, nah, let's go another week. And so I'm going another week, you know.
I'm going to do a month.
Hey, that's great. I've done it before. And you know what? Nobody really notices that. I mean, you're a bigger figure. People actually follow your band and stuff, so it'll be noticeable. But you're only one other person I've ever really noticed time that have actually said, you know, what's happening. Actually, I think you're the only one that's actually said I saw you're not on the boot. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Amanda.
because usually you, I know K-Do noticed that I wasn't on the boop. He actually hit me up. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "You haven't posted it."
That's nice.
He's like, "You haven't posted in 3 days," and I'm like, "Wow, I guess I post every single fucking day," and I do. And
you know what's? I'm sorry.
I just need to recalibrate my brain, man, because if logging onto this thing and posting about myself and promoting and just doing all this shit, like Allie and I put out a video yesterday and we didn't promote it at all, and it actually did okay because the subscribers to our YouTube channel ended up getting a notification or something, you know.
Huh.
And it makes me just I'm kind of like recalibrating my brain, like how I want to be. Like, do I want to be promoting myself all the time? Dude, I've been doing it for 15 years, ever since MySpace came out. I've been just like, hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this. Dude, I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
How are you supposed to work on yourself if you're always talking about it, you know, and talking about what you're doing? How are you ever supposed to make any progress? I mean, like, you know, like,
you got to go in the shadows. Well, we're
inner,
not,
man.
Yeah,
soul.
We're definitely not in the shadows right now, but what we're doing is what I would be doing on YouTube anyway. It's just going to multiple locations. But when I'm not doing this, I'm going on walks. I'm watching movies. Like I can't. I need to figure out who I was before MySpace, because like once MySpace came out, it was just I'm on MySpace promoting my shit all the time, and then Facebook came. I'm on Facebook promoting my shit. I'm on Instagram promoting my shit.
I just think of the 80s, man. The 80s didn't have dick, and everybody had a good enough time in their own lives without, you know, if they wanted to follow news, they could. It wasn't shoved in their fucking face every way they looked, you know. And they were just fine without social media or something that's constantly in their phone. You know, technology is great, you know. If my kid in soccer class, you know, falls down the stairs, I got my phone to get the message to say, I don't want them. You take them. My kids hate me. Don't you know me? All 7 of my kids, they all hate me.
How dare you?
All 4 of them, well, 4 of them are 26, and the other 3 are 6, 32, and 14. Do you want to know all their names?
Sure, yeah.
Cheryl, Joffrey, Karen, Shu. I was really drunk when I named him. Gobbler, Turtleneck, and Shu 2.
Shu 2 is my favorite. The Awakening.
Shu 2. Those are my 7 children that all hate their dad.
So, think about
you kids.
I hate you kids. Think about this, Ron. If you had a kid when you were 20, then your kid would be like 16 now, right?
Woof. Yeah. Weird. I'm so glad Woof.
So if I had a kid when I was 20, my kid would be fucking 19.
You'd be a kid. You got 3 more years or 2 more years till you could smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. Did they change the age?
21.
Since when?
I believe so. I believe it's 21.
No
Since
way.
Like a year ago, half a year ago.
No way. 21?
Yeah, I remember seeing a sign that said, "Even if you're military personnel," because the argument was, if I'm old enough to die for my country, I'm old enough to smoke, which I agree with. But cigarettes are pretty terrible. I have them occasionally now and then, but
Okay,
they're fucking terrible.
it's saying in California they raised it to 21, and the smoking age.
I thought it was in Michigan.
Oh shit! Minimum legal age to purchase tobacco by 2020. Minimum age is 21 in the whole country. No way. No way.
Weird, eh?
I'm looking on Wikipedia right now, so you know it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's all true.
It's true.
Man, I had just discovered eBay because I wanted to look for just Ghostbusters, original Ghostbusters figures in the box because I got one that's really awesome that I found at a
Can I see
flea
it?
market for $8. Yeah.
It's the real Ghostbusters?
Yeah, let me just dust it off a bit.
Yeah, the mailman. I used to have that. I still have that. No, we might have thrown it out because we had all of our old toys that we had when we were the mail fraud ghost. That's so haunted humans. Yes. In my mom's garage, we put all the toys in the garage, and then there's a bunch of mice that pooped all over the toys.
This is why, yeah, because I got mice ate this. That's why it was $8.
Oh,
But I went on eBay to find another one, and motherfucker, it went for $110. One of these, the auction. It's like, man, I remember when nobody was buying this shit. You could get these for like $30-$40. And now everybody wants it because they're all sitting at home and they got money burning the holes in their pockets, some of them, because they're collecting or getting, or they got money.
Right.
And, I'm sitting over here. I just want to collect them. There was toothpaste, original Ghostbusters Slimer toothpaste, and it was $110 for the tube. That was a buy it now price with like $30 shipping.
From the 80s?
Yeah. It was unopened. And dude, you like this one. This one's pretty sweet.
Dude, this one is on Amazon. It's only $20. Here we go.
No, those are the new ones from Walmart. They just released their Kenner or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are new. Those are just for 2020.
Why would they re-release well, I guess yeah, you can get
nostalgia.
They
sell fast.
You can get the whole set for Dude, yeah.
Dude, check this out.
These are literal these figures are literal just replications.
Out.
Oh wow, yeah, I remember that.
Huh?
Where'd you get that?
I think the same flea market.
Where's the flea market?
It was in Taylor when I lived there.
Oh, is it Gibraltar Trade Center? No.
No, it was Taylor Trade Town or some shit.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome. Well, parts of it. Most of it was just like DVDs, shitty guitars they're asking like 5 times the amount of money, and like more DVDs and bullshit purses. But then you would stumble on one of these on like a video game, and they had it all the way in the back, and it was $8. It was hanging all the way in the very back corner of a video game store, and I saw it. And I bought it.
I saw it and I bought it.
I bought it, Nebo.
Yeah,
I see something.
Because when my mom moved all of her shit to Dearborn from Northville, we just loaded it all up in her garage. But unfortunately, yeah, all of those classic toys, they all got mouse poop all over them, and it's like, what do you?
Well, you can clean mouse poop if they're not in the box, right? I mean, you just dump them in bleach.
Yeah.
And wash them off.
We they all were in a bunch of parts too. Like we didn't take good care of them when we were kids, so they were.
Yeah, I didn't.
So there was all that. There was like the He-Man and the G.I. Joe. There was like arms missing and legs missing and all this shit. So it just I think we just decided to part with them. I think we ended up just like tossing all the old toys, unfortunately. But I always have the memories like when you showed that mail guy. It's like I owned that. My mom got it for me. Yeah,
they're really fun toys, man, and the packaging is just stellar. I love it so much. I love it, man. Fucking love it.
I love it. Do you remember the when Toy Biz got the rights to do the Batman movie and how terrible those toys were?
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Okay, it was 1989, and all the Batman figures and the Super Friends. All of those like
I wasn't into Batman.
Right. But all of those superhero action figures were made by Kenner. But for some reason in 1989 when the Tim Burton Batman movie came out, Kenner like lost the bid and they gave it to a company called Toy Biz, TOYBIZ, and they were terrible action figures. They were just like so poorly made. They didn't look like the actors. They didn't look like the characters.
Is that the one that had Danny DeVito in it?
When Batman Returns, the second Tim Burton Batman came out, that's when Kenner put out the toys again.
Oh, okay. Because I think the action figure of the Penguin, and I thought it was pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
If that's the only thing I can remember, because it must have been Big Head's toy or something. Because I was into G.I. Joe's and like just not comic book stuff.
Yeah, my brother got G.I. Joe stuff, but Penguin action figure. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see if it's the one.
Why don't you pull it up, dude?
Why don't I pull it up? This is the one they made. Oh, there's a RoboCop one. This is the one they made. Like in the 80s when I was a kid. Is this one? Come on.
Is that the Toy Biz?
No, that's Kenner.
Oh. I'd never seen that one ever in my life.
Yeah, this is from the 80s when I was a little kid. Come on, guy. Come on, guy.
This isn't Toy Biz. This is Kenner?
This is Kenner. See it?
Yeah, I never saw that one.
Okay, let's look up the Toy Biz one.
Maybe it's not the toy I'm thinking of.
Toy Biz Penguin.
You know what? Maybe it was Sigourney Weaver from fucking Aliens. That action figure. I was like, wow, that really looks like Sigourney.
Those Aliens action figures were amazing. Do you remember those?
Yeah,
from like the early 90s?
Yeah, Biggie had them all, and I think that's what I'm thinking of because I knew it was a movie action figure.
Yeah.
And the Jurassic Park ones kind of sucked, didn't they? Like the people, they didn't look like anything like them.
Nope. Well, also these Aliens action figures, the Sigourney Weaver didn't really look that much like Sigourney Weaver, but the actual aliens looked fucking amazing. Like the Queen alien.
Dude, in that yellow robot suit.
Yep.
They got in.
Yep.
The shit was sweet.
Shit was sick.
Bio armor or whatever.
Well, looking at it right now, it doesn't look that terribly great. But it was at the time. It was like the early 90s. It was pretty good.
That just looks like bullshit. We're like, it's the best.
Well, I was excited.
Too bad, baby.
Too bad. They've made. Okay, so is this the Queen?
I got this one right here, man.
I'm bummed, man, because. What do you got? Oh yeah. Reaction.
It's just
figures.
a remake.
Yeah, those are funny. Remake. I went into a Toys R Us not too long ago, and they just had a bunch of those.
I buy them. I love them. Last time I found them, though, they're at the mall, and I haven't been to the mall in ages because of COVID.
Do you know that dude, Obvious Plant, the guy that like makes all the fake figures and stuff? Have you seen his stuff online?
No, I don't watch stuff like really.
Yeah, neither do I. I quit.
Ryu car. You should get into Ryu car, man.
Yeah,
Change your fucking life.
you know Chicken, right? From She Likes Todd. He does a lot.
Yeah, dude.
He does Metroid speed runs, and he's got like a world record in one of the categories.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, he was. Did you?
I love watching speed runs, but this isn't speed runs though. Ryu car is not speed runs.
Yeah, it's like levels that people make on Mario Maker that are impossible, but he can beat them somehow.
He's
that good.
otherworldly.
He's that
He's
good.
that good.
It's
like a fucking sport, man. Like watching it, you're like, oh, I mean, is that what people do when they watch sports? I've never really watched.
Yeah. Well, they call it esports for a reason, and it's big business now. You know, there's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched another documentary, High Score, on Netflix.
Who's that?
About video game. It's called High Score. It's a series on Netflix about the history of video games, and it's fucking sweet.
Did it talk about the Donkey Kong controversy?
No, it just starts with the creator of E.T. for Atari and how much drugs he was on when he made it in 5 weeks.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What's that documentary
He doesn't
called?
come out as a High Score.
High Score. Okay, cool. I gotta watch that
on
too.
Netflix. It's great.
Have you watched The Boys at all?
I just watched a new episode.
Okay.
Woo!
So
last episode wasn't that good, but this episode this week.
But you obviously saw season 1, right?
Yeah, I saw it September 3rd. I finished season 1 because I never saw it before that. I just discovered it. Big ol' said I should watch it, and I was just amazed how fucking good it was.
Yeah, the first season
so good.
The first season was like riveting television. It really it's like everything you wanted Watchmen to be, but it was. But
I never watched Watchmen. After Coach Snake took us to see it in the theater, it was just I was like, this is fucking boring, dude. It was like 3 hours long. I think I threw up because I was hungover in the parking lot, like on my shirt or some shit.
So you didn't watch? You didn't actually watch the movie?
No, I watched the movie. That's why I didn't watch the series.
Okay, yeah. All right, so you weren't. Yeah, you didn't like the Zack Snyder film.
I didn't. I don't follow the story. I don't understand. I was like, this is fucking boring, dude. Coach, had to see it though. There we go.
Yeah,
I love you, Coach.
Oh, so after I quit social media on 5 days ago, I actually talked to Coach like for one day, like all day. He says hi, by the way. And
hi, Coach.
And our whole conversation was just him sending me on YouTube, extreme metal albums that I should check out.
Dude, I saw this fucking awesome movie. That just reminded me. It's called The Art of Self-Defense. And, I can't remember the fucking guy's name. I'm really bad with it. But he's just he's trying to get into karate. He's like, what kind of music do you listen to? He's like, it's all contemporary. He's like, fuck that. Only thing you listen to now is metal. Because that's the most extreme, most brutal shit out there. And then he turns up this shit in his car. And it immediately made me think of Coach Snake because it was like the most obscure, craziest metal you could ever fucking think of. I was like, that's something Coach would suggest.
So what's it called? The Art of Self-Defense?
Yeah.
Oh, is it good? I've seen previews for that.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's weird. It's fucking weird. It's not really that funny.
Yeah, it's
just weird.
Like Foot Fist Way with Danny McBride. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, you guys made me watch it. That was at the lead singer of DOA or
Billy Milano's house.
Billy Milano, yeah. What was his band's name?
He's in MOD and SOD.
MOD.
Stormtroopers of Death.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I was like, that movie is fucking weird. It made me feel kind of like dirty.
It makes you feel uncomfortable because Danny McBride is just he is extremely unlikable in that movie, and it's like it's like cringy. You're like cringing the whole time. It's like a cringe comedy.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not like laughing. Nothing funny is really happening. It's all just like kind of terrible, but it's like.
And we were fucking jacked up on Billy Milano's super coffee, which is like a syrup.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, this fucking movie's weird.
He goes, just shut the fuck up and drink your coffee.
And then I shit so much at Whataburger, I almost lifted myself off the seat.
I remember I wasn't drinking caffeine at the time, and I told Billy Milano of SOD, I'm like, dude, I don't drink caffeine. He's like, oh, just have a cup of coffee. And
I even drank a cup. I never drink. That was probably like my third cup of coffee of my life.
Well, but you have Monsters and stuff, but you don't have coffee ever?
Whenever I have Monsters now, I notice I only drink half of them, and they're sugar-free.
Oh, wow.
It's probably me just subconsciously trying to wean myself off, but like I don't drink them on weekends or nothing. You know, I drink them at Dron.
I only drink them on holidays. Yeah,
I drink them like half of one a day. It's sugar-free. Forget about it.
I've been doing pretty good with those lately. But I did have one. It's funny because the first day I deleted all my social media apps. I like went and got a Monster immediately because I was like pacing around. I didn't know what to do, and you know I'm like, what am I supposed to be addicted to? So I went and got something like highly addicting, and then I
should have just got a carton of cigarettes and a fucking 24-pack of whiskey.
No, I'm doing good, man. No booze.
I'm glad, man. Good job for you. You know,
but
it's good.
Yeah, so after 30 days, I'm going to put out my little documentary, and then I'm going to decide how I'm going to boop, if I'm going to boop, if I'm going to social media at all. Because
just regulate yourself, that's all. If you're going to do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is people, when I quit booze, they're like, well, why don't you just do it in moderation? Why don't you just have a few drinks here?
Yeah, I get it. Is it that big an addiction? I guess if you're sitting all day, every day at quarantine, it's going to get very, very addicting.
Well, the thing is with me is I'm constantly making stuff and I'm putting it out there, and then I'm like looking back constantly and seeing how well it's engaging with people or how many views it's getting, how many watch time, like how much watch time it's getting.
Analytics.
And
looking at the analytics.
And it's like, dude, like when I was a little kid and I was just drawing pictures, I just drew a picture and I looked at it and I was like, that's cool. I'm going to do another one. Because when I was a little kid, I wasn't really like that concerned about it being like widely recognized. And I don't know what happened to me. And I think it has a lot to do with the way I was raised. But when we signed our first record deal, I just became super obsessed with like, I got to constantly be grinding and putting myself out there and promoting myself. And then when MySpace happened in 2005, it just was like kicked it into high gear. And then when Facebook happened, I just kept doing it. So like, yeah, literally for the last 15 years, I've been fucking promoting myself super heavily on social media. And I'm tired, man. I don't care anymore. I like.
There's always that thing that's saying, I got to stay relevant. I got to at least post once a day. I got to. But no, you don't. You're relevant in your own life and the people who fucking love you just because you're not there, you know. People just don't really notice when you're not on it, you know, because there's a bunch of other things that distract them, you know. I've had people say that they love me on Facebook, on my wall, but then I say it, you know, just on a text message and they just don't say it back. It's like, that's kind of fucking weird. And it's like, people do things on there in hopes that other people will see them. They do them so just for the fact that, you know, people will see it. They might say something nice or do something nice in the public eye just for the better themselves. And it's just a kind of a fake world, you know. It's very bizarre, and I'm really glad you got off it, man, because I've had it there too, where it's woken me up in the morning, and you know, when I shouldn't be on my phone at 6:30 in the morning or 6 in the morning. I'm on it, and then I'm up for the day, And I go to sleep looking at it. It's like, that's just not healthy.
No,
Not
dude.
healthy for me.
Lately I've been sleeping like a baby, and I just put the phone in the other room, because dude,
Yes.
dude, I would fall asleep with my phone next to my fucking head, and I would wake up
Yeah.
and if I couldn't find it in the morning because it like fell in a crevice or was like under Allie's pillow or something, I was like, where's my phone? She calls it she calls it my tether because it's like tethered to me, and
That's you and millions of other people,
yeah, dude, and so
myself included. Good to just step away.
So yeah, like 5 days in, so that's like 1/4 of a month. No, 5 days. No, that's not 1/4 of a month.
I can tell you're going through like withdrawals because you've mentioned 5 days like 26 times.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Because
yeah.
it's coming off of something. You're thinking about it still. You're coming off of it.
Yeah.
Just like I'm sure you did when you quit drinking and I quit drinking. I know I would make jokes about like drinking beers or something like when I was in the hospital still. And it's just kind of set in your brain, It's a part of you, and then all of a sudden it's not there. There's a part of your life that's missing.
Well,
So of course you're gonna think about it.
It's funny because Allie was. She's like, well, can you stop talking about it? Like, you made the decision, just let it be and just live your life. And I'm like, no, because I literally have to work through it with my words. I have to talk. I have to words have to escape my mouth talking about it for it to stick. I don't know if I did
Absolutely.
that. I don't know if I did that with booze, but I'm definitely doing it with this. I'm just like, wow. But I'm very aware of how many days it's been because I'm documenting it. And I'm trying to be very aware of what's going on in my headspace because I really am feeling totally different. And I have to remember this because it's so easy to get caught up in that shit. Like this, I don't know. I feel like as present and alive as I felt in years, dude, because it just feels so nice. I feel good.
You know who inspired me at first to do it? Like a year or something?
Who's
that? Or two ago? Brian Lackner, Mister. He just deleted everything. He's like, if you need me, email me. I was like, good for fucking you. And I saw him when we played PJ's. It was a Dron show, or it's when I played a DTB set with you recently. And I was like, how you doing, man? It's like, it feels like a fucking weight has been lifted off my back. So thank you, Brian. Brian Lackner, you beautiful man. I love you.
Yeah, and
see, it all one person gets you, and it can go down the line, and people will see it, and then they'll start, disconnecting here and there, and it'll be more of a thing. Then you can open up a communication line just from your telephone if people need to reach you. If people are comfortable with that, the people that you do find on social media, and they're comfortable with getting your number, and you're comfortable with them having it, you can have conversations on your text. I give my number to people. None of them really text me.
Yeah.
But they're there if they need me because we had, a friend relationship on Facebook. Why wouldn't we have one off of it? And it's been almost 2 weeks, I think, and none of them hit me up. So it's just, it's Facebook is a weird world where people say and do things in hopes that somebody will see it. I think they even talked about that in that Social Dilemma documentary or movie. I don't know. Is that a movie or a documentary?
It was weird. It's kind of half. It's kind of a documentary, but then there was like a narrative element to it. So it was like a movie documenter move.
Yeah, it was strange how they did, but it was good.
Yeah, I've never seen a documentary that like turned into a movie in like chunks, and then it goes back to being a documentary, and then it's a movie again, and then it goes back to being a documentary.
Yeah, I like that kid who played the one kid getting followed. I liked him. What was he in National Lampoon's New Vacation or whatever?
Yeah, he was in Vacation. He also was in what's that other show that he was in? The Santa Clarita Diet. He was.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, he was the young man in that.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's got a nice way of talking.
Yeah, he's a nice young man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Yeah, so Brian Lackner, I had him actually on my podcast, and we discussed the whole social media thing. But in my brain, the way I was looking at the world, I'm just like, bro, it's like I need social media in order to promote what I'm doing. But like I said before, like we put out that video yesterday on YouTube, and people watched it, and it didn't perform terribly. And so one of the main takeaways I'm getting so far is that I can make stuff and I don't need to fucking throw it at everybody all the time. That has to be exhausting, you know?
Joe Petrich said it best. He said, famous people aren't on fucking Facebook all the time. They're concentrating on their own lives. They're not constantly fucking putting pictures on Facebook. They might do Twitter a bunch, but
Yeah.
like they're concentrating on their shit and they still get it out there. You know, you don't have to be on it to do your art, because we were talking about that, him and I. He called me a month or so ago, and we had a long conversation about it. And he brought up a lot of good points. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, there, Joe. Love you, Joe.
Love that, Joe. Joe Petri dish.
Petri dish.
And this is the thing too, is if you're depressed from being on social media all the time, then how are you going to make anything good, because you're fucking depressed from seeing how sad everyone else is? It's a perpetual negativity cycle where all you're doing is watching people suffer, and then you suffer because you're sad that everyone's suffering, and then you end up just like dragging yourself through your life just suffering, and everything you make is affected by it. Like I want to wake up and be excited about being alive, and not just be like, oh God, another day on this fucking planet, it's on fire, and everyone's miserable and everything's terrible, and oh God, I guess I'll get up. You know, I don't know. I remember when I was a little bit younger, I was just excited to do stuff. I'm like, another day to make something, or to like, you know, enjoy something. And
that's why I say getting off of it's like recharging your batteries. How are you supposed to put something positive up when it's draining you each time you do it? You gotta fill your own positivity up before you go back out there, because you're just gonna. It's like almost guaranteed. Some of us that go on there, the lucky ones, are lucky they don't get affected by it, but it's always gonna drain your positivity to some degree this day and age.
Yeah.
I've just seen something be like, I can't believe humanity, or he or she did that. It's always going to be something. And good to just step away and just recharge some shit and be like, I'm just going to enjoy myself, my company, the people that love me.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Love that, mister. Ow, 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 ow.
I'm sorry.
Love that, mister. Love that, mister.
Peace, man.
Peace. Love
man.
that, mister.
Look what Funboy sent me in the mail. It's a dick pipe. I came home one day from work and there was just a fucking dick pipe.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked out of it yet because I don't want to destroy it.
Yeah, you know, just let it be.
He actually saw the size of my penis. He made a life-size replica of it.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good size.
It's too big for comfort, baby.
Yeah, it's a little too thick for my liking.
Too thick. Get it out of here.
Yeah, I got... Oh, man, the audio's all off. The encoding's overloading, bro.
Let's call it quits.
Should we? Yeah, because I got to go on a...
Your fan's on fire. Your fan's on fire. Look behind you. Oh, dude, I got you.
I got to... Yeah, so I got to go for a walk with Allie. Plus, like, yeah, my whole Hemi regimen, I'm not supposed to sit longer than an hour, and we've been an hour and a half. Ron.
Really?
Yeah, Ron. I apologize, my computer didn't work well, but I'm glad we got I'm glad we got to talk a little bit about social media addiction and our protocol, because yeah, that's the goal is to be aware of it enough to be able to go on and like walk off. But when you're scrolling fucking hours a day, Dude, I mean, I never like kept track, but I just know I was on it way too much. If you like, it's like you said, if you can't watch a fucking movie without checking your phone 3 times, that's a problem, bro.
Big Head said that.
Biggie.
Big Head check. Love you, Biggie.
Biggie, 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 biggie,
Can't you
biggie.
see? Why don't your eyes just hypnotize me?
Biggie, 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 can't you see?
Can't you see? This is when Zuck's gonna Zuck you. He gonna get you. He's gonna get you.
Let me try it.
He gonna get you. He gonna get you.
Here, keep saying that over and over again.
Biggie, 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 can't you
Okay, hey,
see?
hold up.
Don't you-
1, 2, 3, go.
Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your eyes, they're mesmerizing, hypnotizing me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me.
Yeah.
Biggie, biggie, biggie,
Yeah.
sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me.
Got you.
Biggie, biggie, big.
Wow, that was weird.
What happened?
My computer's sucking, dude. It's too hot.
Sucking dudes.
Yeah, we're
Your
like,
computer sucking dudes. It's too hot.
my computer's
Sounds like you,
sucking
bro.
dudes.
Sounds like me. Sounds like all of us. Sounds like a party.
I need to figure out something. It does this every once in a while. It just runs too hot, and then everything's laggy and looks terrible, and then I get frustrated, and it's just like, why?
Is it a Macintosh?
Yep.
Yeah, Don's Macintosh. It might just be the update.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna call it because I'm gonna get off my beehole for my Hemis, but let's actually
Have fun walking.
let's actually talk on the phone here because I don't know if this worked that well today.
What do you mean?
Just our conversation because it threw me off. All the lagginess.
It's been perfect. It's been like I've been talking to you on the phone. I'm just seeing you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
For real?
I've been just been talking to you like an hour and a half.
Oh.
Am I laggy?
Yeah, you're laggy. On my end, you're really laggy. My computer is like effing up. Yep. Clap. There's like no volume. But listen to this.
Me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me. Biggie, 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 can't you see? I don't hear nothing. Sometimes your words, they are hypnotizing me. That worrying sound?
What?
That worrying sound?
No, it's you. Can't you hear it?
I can't hear anything.
Oh, it doesn't play it for you.
I can hear you. What was it?
It doesn't play it for you.
What do you mean?
It's your voice. It's sampled. Oh, that's why you can't hear it because we're on that weird mic thing because everything else is crackly. Yeah. Because otherwise you'd be able to hear all the computer audio.
I'm sorry.
No, it's something's fucked up. I gotta fix this shit.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Hey, I love you, man.
I love you.
It's overloaded. We're overloaded.
Have fun on your walk. Stroke your butthole long and hard. I mean, soft and short.
Oh well, I'm gonna text you pictures of what it looks like.
Cool, man. I hope it looks like grapefruit
But anyway, I'm gonna let you know.
or plums.
I'm gonna let you know about my progress, and you let me know when you go back on the boop because I want a full report.
Oh, you'll know. I'm throwing some huge news on the world when I go back on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to know? You want a sneak peek?
Yes.
It's a picture of a dog.
That's some
No,
huge.
it's actually 2 dogs and a cat, or 2 cats and a dog.
I can't wait to see it. Actually, I won't be on the boop, so I won't see it unless you go back after I go back. So
I'll tag you, and I'll keep tagging you and posting on your wall and messaging you and be like, why don't you like me as a friend anymore? How come you're not responding to me on the boot?
I got one of those that happened to me with my friend Jim.
Really?
Yeah, because his dog passed away, and I said I didn't know about it. I'm not on Facebook, and he's like, because the first thing he said is I posted about it 3 times, and I was like, I haven't been on Facebook in 5 days. So
You gotta talk to people, your friends, your loved ones.
yeah, but he did text me, and we have been having a conversation. So
Told Jim I said hi.
I will, and we'll talk in real life when it's not laggy. My computer's it's
okay. It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Enjoy your walk.
I will.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I made your computer too hot.
It's too hot. It's overloading. I gotta go.
Love you.
I love you, man.
Bye.
We'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye.